He played Star Trek's Captain Kirk on TV and in movies for years. Actor William Shatner is teaming up with iconic astrophysicist and host of the Star Talk podcast, Neil deGrasse Tyson. The duo is bringing a live show and conversation called Rocking to Seattle's McCaw Hall on June 18th. I recently got a little preview from both of them.
We were invited to do a voyage to the Antarctica. Neil deGrasse Tyson was so entertaining and amused and amazed the 300 or 400 people on board the ship. Equally amused and amazed me. And then I got up and did my bits from evening to evening. And then we started appearing on stage together, and we were very successful together. Audience loved us. And then it occurred, why not put it on stage? And here we are.
There's a little bit of a prehistory there because my first encounter with Bill was when he invited me to appear on one of his shows, The Unexplained. And shortly after that, I'd started a podcast. And I said, let me get that man on my podcast. And so we had some prehistory, but never in a let's hang out together on stage and see what kind of electricity.
Yes. Yeah. And you're going to take it on the road. And I want to get back to Antarctica. Like, what surprised you the most about each other when you spent this time together?
Well, we're both dipped into this place called Antarctica. I'd never been there before. I don't know, Bill, had you been there before?
No, I haven't. But my surprise was how handsome Neil deGrasse Tyson was.
I like this banter between you guys already. I can tell on stage is going to be good.
You like the banter between us. That was going to be the name of the show.
Bill is an authentic old man at 94, and I'm an aspiring old man. And so we're going to sit in rocking chairs and we're going to chew the fat and just talk about our lives.
Which is what all those explorers did. They chewed the fat, but it happened to belong to a penguin or a seal.
Seal blubber.
Between life and death between all three explorers that went up there. One of them chewed the fat and the others didn't.
Maybe that's where it came from. My gosh. And so, you asked why Seattle? I have a huge fan base in Seattle. When I travel to give public talks, I can always give 2 talks in Seattle on consecutive nights, and it sells out every night. And Bill apparently has got people there. You got peeps there too, don't you?
Well, there's a scientific industry going on in Seattle with space, Blue Origin, and all the things that I've been connected with.
Yeah, so Seattle's not a random choice. It was very targeted for this appearance. Yes. Yeah.
Well, we're excited that you guys picked Seattle. And Bill, you played an iconic starship captain on TV for years. How has your view of Earth changed since going actually to space?
I experienced weightlessness, and there's no terms in the English language to explain. In order to explain it, requires euphemism. It's inexplicable. It's so mysterious. When the moment I felt weightlessness, it startled me. And I tried to ignore it because I wanted to see outside, see the space.
But Bill, did you barf though? That's what I probably would do.
You're asking the hard questions. Yes. Okay.
I didn't have that queasiness. Going up with G-forces, coming down even more G-forces, you thought you were going to die because when does it end? I'm going to die. And suddenly it lifts as though a blanket was taken off of you. It was the most extraordinary and, for me, meaningful experience because I saw firsthand the vulnerability of our planet. And it put me into a state of grief because I've been a person studying nature for a long time.
Gosh, this duo, you guys, I mean, I know everyone watching is hoping this is going to happen again. Like, what's next for you guys? Are we going to continue this friendship and collaboration?
Yes, a bromance, I think, is the right...
bromance, exactly.
That's the correct phrase, I think. The Seattle show is, we think we've got something the public will want, and maybe they'll want more of it. That's to be determined. But we know we can totally fill that show with Bill's wit and humor and his his physical, on the ship. Bill came behind me after we had like chilled on stage a bit because the ship had a mini sort of theater space. I'm just eating dinner. Bill walks by me. He just grabs me and starts choking me.
It was a love hug.
It was a love, choke.
Romance.
That's what it was.
But the point being that we are exploring each other's psyche as well. It turned out to be fascinating. His background is fascinating. Mine is less so, kind of straightforward, middle-class bore. But we've met, and I admire him, have for years, and I'm looking forward to the opportunity of exploration of Neil deGrasse Tyson as well.
Amazing. And just a reminder, Rocking with William Shatner and Neil deGrasse Tyson is happening June 18th at McCaw Hall.